2018 Vauxhall Viva Review. The good points of Vauxhall Viva: cheap to acquire, easy drive and automobile, excellently equipped, low running costs. The bad points of Vauxhall Viva: small boot, not as exciting to operate a vehicle as rivals, basic interior, replacing the Agila because the entry point inside the range. This tall, 5-door hatchback may be the Vauxhall Viva, slotting below the recently revised Corsa and funkier Adam within the firm's lineup. What can it be? Retro small cars have proved popular for decades. You just need to ascend to a street corner for some minutes to view several Fiat 500s and Minis. Instead of with all the design of a much-loved older model to inspire a completely new one, Vauxhall's dusted from the Viva badge, last employed in 1979 for the newcomer. Elsewhere in Europe, the Opel version will likely be called Karl. As similarities go, Vivas of old were nonsense, spacious family cars, as could be the latest model to carry the name, with 5 seats in their compact bodywork, and therefore it doesn't compete directly while using chic Fiat and Mini. Instead, Vauxhall is attempting to lure buyers out from the likes of Dacia's Sandero, Kia's Picanto and Ford's Ka. Although the modern Viva is completely different from the side, which consists of sculpted bulges rising upwards on the tail, the leading and rear aspects seem ordinary in comparison. There's a palette of 10 colors to pick from to help liven it up though. Single petrol engine. So far the one engine confirmed for the revolutionary Vauxhall Viva can be a non-turbocharged version in the refined 1.0-liter 3-cylinder petrol motor we've previously experienced inside Corsa and Adam. With 74 bhp available, performance is satisfactory as an alternative to scintillating. Nevertheless, it fits in using the Viva's role of providing affordable, practical family transport. Mated with a 5-speed manual gearbox driving leading wheels, running costs impress by having an official combined fuel economy figure of 62.8 miles per gallon, rising to 65.7 miles per gallon in case you pick the say EcoFlex version, which adds low rolling resistance tires to its specification. Impressive equipment levels. Even on the lower reaches in the car market, savvy customers currently expect cars to get well preloaded with relevant technology, and the revolutionary Viva comes wonderfully kitted out. The new car is likewise available together with the firm's IntelliLink Infotainment System from January 2016, that includes touchscreen and connectivity to both Apple and Android devices. Standard safety systems include electronic stability control, lane departure warning, traction control and hill start function. Is the Vauxhall Viva worth looking at as your next new budget car? Watch on within our full review. Vauxhall Viva performance is extremely limited with just one engine choice available, a non-turbocharged version in the 1-liter, 3-cylinder petrol we've seen elsewhere inside the Corsa and Adam. It arrives as no real shock when we claim that this is no performance car, with just 74 bhp available and 95 Nm of pulling power on provide journey from 0-62 miles per hour needs a leisurely 13.1 seconds. Perfectly suited throughout the town, the engine is mated into a 5-speed gearbox, and also on test we found the car to become very capable and refined. On tougher terrains and inclines, the engine can fight to gain momentum on occasion and you'll have to change down a gear or two. It's also pretty noisy when accelerating too. Although not an ideal option for regular motorway goers, the engine proved capable when traveling over 50 miles per hour as well as cruising speed. The engine is quiet and smooth before you accelerate harder. The Vauxhall Viva is at its best when maneuvering around tight city streets due to its compact dimensions and small turning circle. It's an easy task to park to and makes easy work associated with the U-turns you must perform if you ever get lost. The car's box-like dimensions mean there's a bit body roll produced within the corners, though. Stable and secure traveling. The automobile is easy drive-in automobile and the steering is light too, more so in city mode, although offers very little within the way of feedback. The Viva isn't as exciting or characterful, they are driving as rivals just like the Skoda Citigo and Peugeot 108. It's comfortable on the streets though, and also the suspension does a superb job of taking in the potholes and bumps inside road. Slip driving of the modern Vauxhall Viva and you'll be greeted by the spacious and comfy interior, which to the most part uses quality materials and hard plastics. There are a few parts which feel a bit flimsy to touch though, such as the door panels along with the glove box. The gloss black detailing across the center cubby allows you add interest precisely what is an otherwise bland interior, and also the trip computer and basic center console are really simple to use and navigate around, although just a little dated in the presentation. In January the IntelliLink multimedia system arrives, which enable it to be specified for just £500, which allows you modernize the center console somewhat, and also the 7-inch touchscreen system which comes from it is of top quality and intuitive to make use of. Vauxhall is keen to emphasize the Viva is often a functional and budget option for car buyers, plus the interior reflects this. It's practical with lots of cubbies and cup holders so that you can have all your individual belongings within easy reach, and finding an excellent comfortable driving position is straightforward too as a result of the height adjustable seat. Disappointing to the army of smartphone users will likely be the absence of a USB port easily obtainable and say trim as standard, so you'll ought to dig out your old auxiliary lead when you want to charge your phone, and there's no SATNAV available as a possible option along the entire range either, so you'll have to rely on your phone's mapping app, or possible until January when you are able to specify the IntelliLink system and employ the navigation app. Vauxhall Viva comfort levels are extremely good. With an overall period of 3,675 mm and also a height of 485 mm, there's lots of space inside for 4 adults traveling in comfort. Although officially a 5-seater, the back seats will fit only 3 young teenagers comfortably. 6-footers will particularly have trouble with legroom from the rear too, that could prove uncomfortable over longer journeys. For those from the front, the seats are happy and supportive with the exception of some oddly angled headrests, along with the driver's seat might be height adjusted to find a better seating position too. The suspension does a superb job of experiencing the potholes and bumps inside the road, and also the cabin is light and airy. Features such as the standard cruise control, leader-mounted controls and electrically adjustable and heated door mirrors make life easier while traveling too. Wind and road noise is kept to some minimum until you take the Viva out on the motorway, where you ought to have the songs on fairly loud to drown out. Here you've got a simple range of just 2 trim levels for the newest Vauxhall Viva, SE and SL. The second the same as those available within the older models. You can also select Aircon and EcoFlex versions on the SE trim too. Standard Vauxhall Viva equipment. As standard, your Viva SE can come equipped with electric front windows, cruise control, tire-mounted controls, multi-function trip computer, remote central locking, electrically adjustable and heated door mirrors, 15-inch wheels, daytime running lights with front fog lights, along with a stereo with radio along with an AUX port. Safety kit is plentiful too, which has a plethora of airbags available, as well as a lane departure warning system, an electronic stability program ESP with traction control, a tire pressure monitoring system, plus an emergency tire inflation kit. Ice fix points and 2 in the rear seats helps the Viva be suitable for an expanding family, and also the driver's seat is height adjustable to aid gain a more at ease driving position. The 6040 split folding rear seats expand your little friend boot space in the event you're arranging a move or happening holiday, and also a removable luggage compartment cover adds an additional dose of practicality. Moving approximately say Aircon does the thing it says for the tin and adds a manual air conditioning system to your standard specification. Opting for your say EcoFlex model equips your Viva with low rolling resistance tires, a front lip spoiler and extended rear spoiler with LED brake lights above the standard say model. Heading towards the top in the range, SL adds loads of comfort features including electronic climate control, upgraded seat materials, Bluetooth connectivity, leather tire, 6 speakers plus a USB connection. SL models also reap the benefits of exterior enhancements like dark-tinted rear windows and 15-inch alloy wheels. Optional Vauxhall Viva accessories. If you're immediately after more luxuries using your new Viva, a few couple of options to pick from, including a winter pack which adds heated seats and tire. You can also select rear parking sensors plus an electric glass sunroof. Like its stablemates Adam and Casa, Viva may also be available using the next generation IntelliLink Infotainment System being an option from early 2016. It allows integration of Apple and Android devices, including compatibility with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, plus upgrades the infotainment using a 7-inch touchscreen system. It can also watch SMS messages to you when you're within the move. Also, which is available from January 2016 as standard on SL trim, and as a possible option on say, are going to be the personal connectivity and service assistant, on Star. Among many features will be sending an alert automatically to your emergency services if the airbag is deployed, offer 24 hours a day roadside recovery, plus Wi-Fi may also be available inside the auto for around 7 devices. Looking to help expand personalize your Viva? There's a number of 10 exterior paint colors plus a variety of 14 to 16-inch wheels to pick from. Both the Casa and Adam achieved 4 stars on his or her rounds of Euro NCAP crash tests, therefore it was disappointing the Vauxhall Viva only managed a 3-star safety score if it was tested in the end of 2017. One from the most impressive attributes of this car may be the amount of kit being offered as standard, and this includes a massive amount safety systems as being a tire pressure monitoring system, lane departure warning, hill hold assist along with an alarm system. There's also numerous airbags offered, an electronic stability program ESP with traction control along with an emergency tire inflation kit. ICE fix points within the rear help to make sure car seats are secure, along with the speed-sensitive power-assisted steering with city mode makes maneuvering around tight streets from the town easy. Vauxhall Viva practicality is usually a bit of a mixed bag. Interior space is one with the best inside segment, and headroom is a great one too thanks to the auto's boxy dimensions. There are lots of cubbies available throughout the cabin to store your own personal belongings within the move. Especially useful are the tiny storage spaces across the center console and over the glove box, well suited for your smartphone and loose change. Boot space is usually a little on your little friend's side with just 206 liters available, however the Viva just betters the Kia Picanto's 200 liters, which is bigger than the Peugeot 108. The Hyundai i10 and Skoda Citigo both offer over 250 liters. There are a handful of hooks to secure shopping though, and, although small, the place should prove adequate enough for a weekly shop or 2 small suitcases for any weekend away. You can also fold the back seats down inside a 6040 format, which expands space 1,013 liters. Although the spine seats frustratingly usually do not fold completely flat.